Hello, and thank you for being here today. Before the Bible story, I want to tell something that happened to me when I was a kid. I had a little brother who was 2 years younger than me, and our next door neighbor had a lot of kids, and they were picking on my little brother. One day I came up with a plan to rescue him. I said, Jimmy, I'm going to hide behind the tree in front of our neighbor's house, and I want you to walk down the sidewalk singing and making a lot of noise so they will be sure to hear you. When they run out the front door to get you, then I will run out from behind the tree to get them. The plan really worked, and it was easy. They ran out the front door to get my brother, and when I ran out from behind the tree, they all ran back into the house. My little brother was glad to have his big brother on his side that day, and of course I was glad to help him out. In today's Bible story, God's people will win a great victory over their enemies because God was on their side. Let's get started. The story of the walls of Jericho falling down. God has now brought his people back into the land he promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They were called the people of Israel, or the children of Israel, because they were descendants of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. Israel was also the name of the great nation God promised to make of his people. They crossed over the Jordan River by a miracle of God, but now they really needed God's help to get their land back. While they were slaves in Egypt for about 400 years, other people took over the land and refused to give it up. They built strong walls to keep others out, and some of the people were even giants. God, however, was on the side of his people, and he helped them get their land back for at least two reasons. First, the land had already been promised to the children of Israel, and second, the people that occupied the land were a very wicked people. They committed all kinds of sin and even sacrificed their children to idols. God's judgment fell upon them because they would not repent or turn away from their sins. The city of Jericho was the first wicked city in the land to be destroyed. God told Joshua to have his people march around the walls of the city once each day for 6 days. On the seventh day, he told them to march around the wall of the city 7 times. After that, the people gave a great shout, and I think you know what happened. Yes, the walls came falling down with a big crash. God gave his people a great victory that day, and he kept giving them victory after victory until all their enemies in the land were either gone or subdued. And it all happened because God was on their side. Will God always be on our side if we trust him and do his will? Yes, he will. Absolutely 100%. Yes, he will. Tomorrow we begin the story of probably the oldest story in the Bible, the story of Job. Please don't miss it.